Hello students, today we are going to learn about the limitations of planning. And we all know that the planning is a very useful exercise and it helps us to look into the future and make provisions for the upcoming, we can say, trends or upcoming problems. So it is not a wasteful activity. It is very useful, but it has several limitations. And these limitations are like it leads to rigidity. Here, rigidity means once the plans are being made, means it is finalized that this is our best plan and we will implement it. Then it is very difficult to change it and nobody is allowed to deviate from it. So at that time, if we have any opportunity by changing our past plan, we cannot do it. That's why it is very rigid after preparing. But at the time of preparation, when we are going to plan or we are working on a plan that we will select best plan, at that time we can take suggestion from all level of management as well as workers. So it is rigid. It is true also, but only when it is being implemented and there is a change in the business environment. It may be internal or external environment, but if there are changes and we have another solution for that problem, then it is very difficult to alter the old plan. So that's why it is rigid. And it is its feature also. If the plan is very flexible, then it will be not a plan. It is just adjustment according to situation. So planning is rigid. The next limitation is it may not work in a dynamic environment. Whenever we plan, we also anticipate the future changes in the business environment, and we all know that the environment is dynamic. So it is prepared just for the dynamism of the environment. We always try to keep those points which may affect due to change in the business environment while we are planning. So, if any change which is beyond our expectation happens in the business environment which is dynamic, then we can say that it will not work in the dynamic business environment. For example, we have taken care of the interest rate, tax rate, the price fluctuation, everything we have taken care of, means all aspect of business environment, whether political, social, legal, technical and ecological or economic environment. Then also several problems arises, like this time the COVID is spreading very fastly, so business has not anticipated this one. So that's why in the dynamic business environment it may not work. And always remember that we have to use the word may. May here means maybe or may not be. For some businesses it may not work, or for some businesses it may work. So it depends business to business, situation to situation, and changes what are occurring in the business environment. They may be positive to us or negative to us. If there are negative changes, then our plan will not work. The next limitation is planning reduces creativity. So it is also a very important point because planning actually support the creativity. and it support the creativity only at the time of planning when we are preparing the plan, but once it is finalized, then we do not allow any deviation from it. We do not allow any creativity further, otherwise it will not be finalized. So it reduces the creativity when it is finally prepared, but during the preparation it allows the creativity. So it depends on your writing skills how you justify your point, and you all know that it is limitation, so we have to write the negative points only. And next is planning involve huge cost. As I've told you that the time is the most costly thing, then our efforts, and then money. So while we are preparing the plan, it consumes a lot of time, and that's why it affect us, or we can say it is very costly, because the time of the top management, middle management is very costly. They invest a lot of days into preparing a plan, and that's why it is a costly process. Then time consuming process also similar point. It consumes a lot of time during the preparation. Many times there are changes in the business environment, we have to incorporate them also. Then again, whenever we are going to finalize it, then new things come on. So every time we have to modify it before finalizing, and that's why it takes a lot of time. It may be possible that there may be new suggestions from the employee side, from the management side, so we have to incorporate them also. So that's why it is time consuming. And the last one is, it does not guarantee success. Planning is just a tool for avoiding the upcoming mishappenings with the business. We just forecast on the basis of our knowledge and experience that what will happen in future. But it doesn't mean that we can eliminate all the unfortunate things to us. For example, we take the life insurance policy, it doesn't mean that we will live forever. We will certainly die. We cannot eliminate this thing, the death. But we can reduce the impact of death by compensating our families with the insurance money which we will get after insurance. So, similar to the life insurance, planning is also minimizing the impact of unfortunate things. It is not just eliminating the adverse impact of the business environment. We cannot eliminate them. We have to adapt ourselves according to the changes in the business environment. But at least we can be able to see what will happen in future, and it is just a guesswork in some cases. So here we are studying the limitation, so it does not guarantee us success, and plans cannot be replicated from one industry to another. Suppose there are two same industries which are making televisions or smartphones. If any businessman has planned something which is very fruitful for them, then we cannot copy it from other and paste to someone others organizations, because it depends on the nature of business, their circumstances, their business environment, everything may be different. So we cannot replicate the plans from one industry to another. So that's why it doesn't guarantee success. So you can explain this point in two ways. So thank you, students.